We're live in the Facebook group.
But I really want to meet.
And we'll get started here in a minute. Making sure audio is working. Get started here in a minute. So I'm gonna start sharing these calls as well on YouTube, and we started a podcast as well. So we're gonna start sharing that. So we get started. We're gonna welcome anyone that's new in the group. So if you guys are new in the group, we have pretty much about 4 years of training in here for free. If you go to the guide section, you'll see all the old trainings. And then if you go in the feature section in the Facebook group, Best Chicago Wholesale Deals Live, the feature section is where the new trainings that were recently recorded. So you can check that out there. And you can ask questions live in the group here. So we're gonna get started. So if you're new here, just make sure you join our groups. We have, if you're in Chicago market, you're looking for deals, go to bestchicagoWholesaleDeal.com/buyers. We are in a few different other markets, so reach out if you're in different markets. If you're someone that maybe has a deal under contract, you need help selling it, or maybe you own a property that you need help maybe selling it, or maybe turning it into an Airbnb. See if we can help you. Reach out to us and let us know, and we can see what we can do. And I created a free mini course for you guys. It's absolutely free, going over our 5-offer system on how to do wholesaling, how to do rent to owns, Airbnb, straight options, how to basically do close deals, how you can close deals every week without cash, without credit, flipping houses and cash flowing houses without cash and credit, and doing everything the right way. And we go over rent to owns in the training, but that can be interchanged with owner finance offers. So when you're looking at the offers, like a sandwich rent to own could be owner financing as well. So take a look at that. It's absolutely free. Go check that out, right? So what we're doing is we're doing a series of just contacting seller leads live, just going over what you should be doing every day, and just demonstrating what you should do, right? Like if I was brand new and I just didn't have any money for marketing, didn't have any money for any type of marketing at all, this is what I would be doing every day to close deals. So to be successful, today's training, last week's training, we went over live calls. We're basically just going to go, unscripted live call for rent section, call for sale by owner section, and then see if we can get deals live, right? So I got to make sure, some things you got to make sure you have ready to go is CRM. I did a free training on how to get a free CRM. This is our paid CRM for our members. But you can get a free one at podio.com. But you should have this up and ready with a script, so you know what you're saying. Because if you don't know what you're going to say, you're going to lose the deal. You're going to lose confidence. You're not going to know what to say, right? So what you want to do is have your script up and ready when you're calling leads. I'm going to go here, create the lead, and you're going to see all right, now I know what to say. So when you're on the phone with somebody, you know exactly the steps and what to say, right? And I did a training in the group here. If you go to the feature, how to get a free CRM using Podio, free website. This is our paid CRM that we use for our members, right? So we're going to go live into Zillow, and then we're gonna go into the for rent section. And then we're gonna go and see if we can get a seller on the phone live to follow the script and make the offer, right? So our goal is to get as many offers as possible out the door every day, and the only way to do that is to get people that own property on the phone, right? So where are they? They're in for sale by owner, they're in for rent section. You can get lists like people behind on their taxes, people in pre-foreclosure. You can get lists like that, and you can call leads like that as well. But one of the best ways to get started is for rent section. And you can kind of sort it if you just want to target like single family apartments, condos. So what I'm gonna do is just target for rent houses, and I'm gonna target the Orlando. So I'm gonna type in Orlando, Florida. And you should make sure you're in a market that's actually people are buying, because right now there's a lot of markets that people are not buying anymore because the prices are going down pretty fast. There's a lot of pockets in Chicago, especially in the south side, where the buyers are not buying anymore because the market is tanking, right? So if you get a deal under contract in that area, it may be hard to sell, or you may not even sell it because you're in a bad market, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna contact these for rent. So we have a bunch of Orlando 674, and these are just houses. So we can eventually do condos and townhomes as well, which will bring up thousands or more. But you're gonna see here, just, if you do this in your market, you're gonna get thousands of leads to call, right? So I'm gonna target single family, and you can sort by low to high, but what I like to do is newest to oldest. So what I'm gonna do, if you're gonna do this like every week, you should be contacting every single lead in here. So all, thousands of leads that are in here should have been contacted by you. But a good thing to do is sort it by newest to oldest if you're just getting started with the list, and then go by maybe the oldest. Maybe they're more, because they're probably going to be more motivated because they've been on the market longer. So we're going to go sort by newest to oldest, and then I'm going to go to the back end of the pages, and now I'm going to go to the end, right? I can't sort it by oldest. I can only sort it by newest. So what I'm going to do is go to the back, the end of the last page. So I know that these are going to be like the oldest listings. They've been on the market the longest. So he hasn't, these are ones that have been on the market the longest, and he hasn't been able to, the owner hasn't been able to get rented. So they're probably more motivated, right? So this is probably a good place to start, but eventually you want to max out this channel. These are free leads, free people to call. So why aren't you calling every single lead in here, right? So you want to basically eventually max this out, where max out means that you're calling every lead in here, and then you're making offers on pretty much every lead that wants an offer, right? So we're going to be calling them to see if they're interested in selling their property. We see it's vacant. And if they're not, we're going to see if they're interested in maybe doing like a rent to own or owner financing. So it's kind of going, let me just check I'm trying to get to the back end of the page, but so we're at 16. So I think I should almost be there. But you guys get the point. So if you guys, once you guys sort it by newest to oldest, just, go to the, try go all the way to the end, and go to the end of the page. The last page is going to be the oldest listing, right? So these are going to be people that are probably more motivated, right? So here we have the oldest listings, and these are probably people that may be motivated to sell, right? So let's just go into one of them here. And with the for rent, you're gonna get a lot of realtors, a lot of property managers. Will you get owners? Yes, as well. So if you get a realtor or property manager, you're just gonna ask them, hey, is the owner interested in maybe a offer on their property, right? And if they are, you're gonna send them an offer directly. And we've done deals with, like realtor involved. So yeah, you can still submit an offer if like there's an agent in the middle of the property. And a lot of these deals are going to be maybe the agent owns, and it could be agent owned as well, right? So we're gonna call and see about this deal here. Now, I don't put them in the CRM until
Property management and realty.
I get
Calls
hold of
may be
somebody.
monitored and recorded for training and quality assurance purposes. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it now. To schedule a showing, press 1. If you are a property owner interested in property management services, press 2. If you are a current property owner, press 3. If you are interested in buying or selling a home, press 4. For the maintenance department, press 5. For bookkeeping, press 6. To repeat this menu, press 9. Press 0 for further assistance.
I didn't hear anything about.
Please hold for the next available operator.
So we're calling, so I don't put them in the CRM until I actually get someone on the phone that says, yes, I want an offer, because you're gonna be wasting your time entering leads in here.
Realty, how can I help you?
Hi, I was calling about a property on 1124 Constantine in Orlando for rent.
Okay, yeah, how can I help you with that one?
Now, I was seeing if the owner may be interested in selling it cash, or maybe doing like a owner finance or rent to own the property.
I think this one is available for lease, not for sale. And I don't think they have any intention of selling, unfortunately.
Okay, if you can just do me a favor, run it by the owner if they're interested in an offer, and we can put one in if possible.
Yeah, mate, I'd be happy to run it by him.
Okay.
What's the best phone number to get back in touch with you?
My name is Russell Walker, 773-417-6988. You can call me back.
You said 773-417-6988.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll run it by him here, and if it is something they're interested, we'll be in touch.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So if it's property management like we just got, just say, hey, can you run this by the owner, right? And if he's interested in a cash offer, in like a rent to own offer, owner financing, then great. We're just going to send a offer to the agent. We're going to ask the agent to give us his email to send an offer, and then that's it. There's really no like building rapport with an agent or negotiating too much or any of that. It's really just send the offer. So they are harder to close since you're not direct to the owner, but it's a way of getting offers out the door. And a lot of these properties are not listed for sale because they're for rent, right? So some of them may be for sale at the same time, but it's kind of a way of finding deals that you can potentially purchase that are not on the market, right? So we're going to go next. It's another property, looks like another property management company.
The leasing department.
If you are calling to inquire about a specific rental property and would like to schedule a viewing, please press 1. If you are calling to get a list of all available rental properties, please press 2. If you are calling for any other reason, please press 3. Please enter the street number for the rental you are interested in. If you are on a mobile phone that can accept text messages, please press 1, and we'll text you a link to. I just sent a text message you can use to schedule a viewing. Have a great day.
So it's kind of an automated message. So I'm going to maybe wait for the text. And we're using Google Voice. It's free. We have paid softwares as well, but Google Voice, you just create a free Gmail account and go to voice.google.com and get a free phone number, and then you can start calling leads, which I do recommend eventually getting like a separate number from your actual cell phone. So it looks like the phone system's automated, so I'm going to maybe put my name in here and my email, one of my emails. And I'm just going to see if I can leave them a message. No, there's really. Let's see, let's just fill this out. At least one, so I think she was going to. No. We just put this in, just put a income in. There you go. Now I can put like a message. Hey, I tried calling, but it was automated to see if the owner is interested in selling the property. Or possibly doing owner financing on this property. Let me know, Russell. And you're gonna be doing this, all day long. This is something that you need to do. This is something that you need to do to be closing deals every week, every month. Constantly, always in front of a seller. Constantly, always telling in front of a landlord, in front of a seller. And this is something that you should be committing a schedule to, a time frame every day, right? You're gonna get a lot of automated messages like that. The best thing you can do is, try calling them, of course, but then also make sure that you leave like a message in their inbox, like I just did. And here's another one. No phone number. So this one doesn't even have a number to call. Let's see, ask a question. If it doesn't have a number to call, then we're going to, put this in the Zillow box. Hey, so your property for rent. Is the owner open to a cash offer? Maybe selling on finance. Let me know. Let me know if you are interested in making an offer. Okay, if there's no phone number, the only other way to contact them is the ask a question box, which is fine. We like a number where we would call. If I have a number, I'm going to call, leave a voice message, I'm going to text. leave a text message, and then I'm also gonna shoot over an email or put the message in the box in Zillow, right? So this is another, looks like a property management company. Let me see if I can search a little bit. Maybe find a owner. You know, the owners are probably gonna be a little less professional with the photos. Right? This is a management company. Let's try giving them a call. So when you schedule,
Thank you for calling 31 Realty LLC Dallas office. For accounting, press 1. For others, press 2.
this is what you should be doing every day, committing to a schedule and a time frame where you're calling people and making offers. And I did this last week, and we got.
I think
Hello?
you're calling 31 Realty. You will help you.
I was calling about the rental on Sycamore, the rental property. Hello?
I guess.
Yeah, I
Hello?
was calling about the rental on Sycamore. I wanted to see if the owner was interested in maybe a cash offer on the property. Hello? She just transferred me to someone else. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Thank you for calling. How can I help?
I was calling about the property on Sycamore Woods in Orlando for rent.
I'm sorry, you're coming in and out of the line.
I said I
You wanted to view the property?
was calling about the
correct.
property on Sycamore. I wanted to see if the owner's interested in a cash offer on the property.
Okay, we are really having a bad connection right now, but you could, all right, just give me 1 second. I'll get your full name. Let me just pull up the system here. Just give me 1 second. Mm-hmm. 36. 30. Oh, I do apologize, but the showing for 11:30 at Sycamore Woods Drive has been cut off as of the moment. We are no longer accepting schedules for viewing.
Okay, you rented it?
As of the moment, we have an active application, a number of applications that we
Okay.
are
I was
the process
seeing
of
if
verification.
I was seeing if the owner was interested in a cash offer on the property.
I apologize, but we were really having a bad connection right now.
Now, I can hear you just fine. So, can you hear me or no?
Yeah, you can hear me, but I cannot. I'm so sorry.
But you just heard me say that. Okay, I'll send
Yeah,
you.
I can't hear. I can barely hear you actually.
Okay, I'll send you a message to your inbox. Okay.
That would be great. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. So this is like super poorly run management company that is using like out of state VAs, which is fine. We use them too, but they obviously, they really are not good at communicating. It sounds like. But we're gonna keep going here. I want to see if I can find one that's like a direct to like a homeowner. I want to see if I can find, I can hear myself pretty good. Let's see. But what you need to do is commit to a schedule, like, hey, I'm gonna commit to 1 hour a day, 5 days a week to this, where I'm just gonna be doing, and this is what you're doing. You know, if you, especially if you have no money for marketing, no money to pay for anything else, this is what you need to, you need to be doing every day. Contacting for sale by owners, contacting for rent, seeing if they're interested in an offer on their property. And seeing if they're interested in doing rent to own or maybe owner financing. Or maybe, you know, you're looking to do Airbnb.
Yes, Realty and Property Management, your one-stop shop for all your real estate investment needs. Your call is very important to us, and we will be with you in just a moment. Thank you.
This is what we do. We hire people or we partner with people and we show, we basically.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Thank you for contacting GPS Realty. This is Carol. How can I help?
Hey Carol, I was calling about a property for rent on, it's calling about a property for rent on Winter Park in Orlando.
555 West Winter Park Street. Yes, it's available.
Yes. I was calling to see if the owner is interested in a cash offer on this property or maybe doing like a rent to own or owner finance.
Is what? I'm sorry? You're kind of away from the phone.
I was calling to see if the owner was interested in maybe doing a cash offer on the property.
Well, at the moment, we this property is for rent only, but I can forward you directly to our leasing agent
Yeah,
to discuss that. Since we don't have the instructions yet from the owner that it's for that it's for sale. But I'll connect you over. Stay on the line.
okay, thank you. So what you want to do is get to someone that makes a decision, especially if it's just like a VA, filtering calls. It's better to get to like the listing agent or someone that can actually get to the owner and let them know, like let them know, hey, someone's interested in making an offer, right? See if they're interested in also selling.
There is no answer. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, this is Russell Walker. I was calling about a property for rent on Winter Park in Orlando. We're interested in actually making an offer on the property, see if the owner is interested in selling or possibly doing like owner financing or rent to own. If interested, give us a call back at 773-417-6988. Again, this is Russell Walker. Thank you. So since this is like a automated answering, I'm not going to text. I will put it in the question box. So call, leave a voice message. If they don't answer, you know, put it in here, your question, to send them like they're gonna get an email, right? Was wondering if the owner, and you can just copy and paste messages, like save a Word document, right? On this property or possibly selling. Owner finance. Let me know. I have my name, my number, my email. Okay, now you're gonna be doing this, you know, commit a schedule, commit to a schedule. I'm gonna do this for an hour a day, 2 hours a day. If you're doing this for an hour a day, at least, you know, every hour we should be able to get like an offer out the door. I know I did it last week. And I actually got 2 offers out the door from when they called me back like a day later, 2 days later. Someone called me like 3 days later and they said, yeah, I'm interested in an offer. So This is how you're gonna get deals, using no money, you're not investing in any marketing or anything like that. It's something that you should be doing daily, and then learn our 5 offer system, which I teach you how to do that for free in kingdomacademy.com, teaching you how to make the wholesale offer, how to make the owner finance rent to own offer, how to make the straight option Airbnb offer. So these rentals could be, if you're looking to get into the Airbnb business, you can approach the owner and say, hey, you want to potentially earn more than 2,200 a month. Maybe you can earn, 3,000 a month. If I told you, you can make 3,000 a month on this property, is that something you'd be interested in? And then you can potentially look at it as like an Airbnb, which is something that we do a lot of, where we can manage. You can either manage the Airbnb, or you can like rent to own it, owner finance it, and then turn around and Airbnb it. So there's a couple of different ways you can do that, right? So this is something that you should be doing every day. Commit to it, commit to a schedule. I know it's in the beginning, it's going to be scary. It's going to be hard to do every day, but this is something that if I was, I always tell everyone, if you're brand new, has never done a deal before, this is where you get all your training. This is where you learn how to talk to people, you learn how to analyze deals, you learn how to negotiate, how to build rapport with people, how to make the right offers. So, if you're going to be making, I always tell everyone, hey, this is like your dojo, your training, like, you start learning how to kick and punch, right? This is where you start learning how to analyze the deal. So I would say before you start paying for any type of marketing, get to 50 to maybe even up to like 100 offers for sale by owner section, for rent section, to start on Zillow. And then you can move on to, you max out Zillow, you got Facebook Marketplace. You max that out, you got Craigslist for sale by owner for rent. And there's probably going to be thousands and thousands of leads to call every day, so you never run out, right? So if you're brand new, get to a point of 50 to 100 offers before you start investing into marketing. And then by the time you're on that like 100th offer, you're going to be a master at like analyzing deals, talking to sellers, making offers, negotiating. And by that time, let's say, hopefully you close a deal. Maybe you close 1 deal, 2 deals, but by that time you're on your like 101th offer, now you decide, okay, I'm going to start paying for marketing. I'm going to start paying for maybe buying lists and skip tracing lists and calling it, right? So by the time you start paying for it, now you know what you're doing, right? So you're not wasting money. When I started, I spent probably I was probably spending like 1,000 a month or more on direct mail marketing. I never closed a deal. I didn't even know what I was doing, right? And that's because my mentor told me that. But I recommend the opposite. Learn what to do first, and then invest money into marketing, like direct mail and bandit signs and skip tracing and cold. And maybe you invest into like a VA or someone that does cold calling for you, right? So if anyone has any questions, let me know. But this is something that you should be doing daily, on a daily basis. Commit to a schedule. I'm going to focus on and write it down, right? Like I'm going to do Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm going to put 2 hours in a day. And those 2 hours, I should be getting 2 offers per day out the door. That should lead to 10 offers a week, 40 offers a month. If you're doing that, 40 offers a month, you should get 1 or 2 deals under contract every single month. And I do recommend trying to be direct to owner, right? Like it's better, like the for rent section is good because you're going to make an offer to an agent a lot of times, but they're going to send it direct to the owner and it's not for sale, right? So you're the only one making an offer on the deal, right? So if there's any questions, reach out. My number, call, text, email, let me know. If you're interested in mentorship, we do that. Reach out. If you're interested in mentoring and partnering with us, that's what we do. We mentor people. We show them how we close deals every week, and we partner, we split profits, right? So if you're interested in that, reach out to us. And we're getting some teaching, the heart of leadership. John 13:4-5 is when Jesus, he got up, it says he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet. So they're going to have dinner, right? And the disciples said, we can't have dinner. There's no one to wash our feet. Our feet are dirty, right? And they all looked to Jesus and said, what do we do? What do we do? So Jesus demonstrated what you should do. As a heart of a leader, you're showing them, hey, I'm okay getting down and dirty with going to the lowest level of washing people's feet, right? Like, if you're, and this is the heart of a leader, right? A heart of a leader is, being willing to go down with you and show you exactly what to do to bring you up, right? So when you think of servanthood, what do you envision? Servanthood is not about position or skill. It's all about your attitude and how you think, right? Like, I think I always like the saying, someone said this before, I forgot his name, but how you do everything is how you do how you do everything, like little things like, you drop a piece of paper on the floor. Do you leave it there and just pollute, wherever you dropped it, or you pick it up, right? So how you do everything, even the little things, like little lies, it's going to come up big in the end. Little things that you don't do, you gotta look at everything, right? You undoubtedly have met people in service positions who have poor attitudes towards servanthood, just as you can sense when you see a worker that does not want to help people. You can easily detect whether a leader has a servant heart, right? We all been there where we're in a retail store and we know that this employee just doesn't really have that servant heart, right? They're not really there to help you. They're just there to, do their 9 to 5, get paid and get out, right? But no, what we're supposed to do is wherever we're at, we should be serving the other person as much as we could with joy, right? With happiness, with gladness. And that will lead us into promotion eventually, right? Like if you're doing everything with gladness and joy and gratitude and thanksgiving, it leads to promotion in your business and your job. It leads to promotion where people would want to start doing business with you because they like you, they trust you. With homeowners, for example, right? If you go into a conversation with a homeowner and you have this depressed, angry mindset, where I'm never going to do a deal. I'm never, everything's always going wrong for me. They're not going to want to have a relationship with you and do a deal with you because they know, people want to do business with people they like and trust, right? And people they like and trust, if you're walking around with this attitude of gratefulness and joy and appreciation, they're going to want to do business with. They're going to want to sign a contract with you, right? And it's the same everywhere. Everywhere you go, you should be looking how you can serve the other person, how you can help the other person, no matter what you're doing. The truth is that the best leaders desire to serve others and not themselves. True servant leaders put others ahead of their own agenda. Right? You wanna put others ahead of you. You want to say, hey, how can I help this other person on the other side? Right. So what I do is I pay for a bunch of mentors and trainings, and I'm always buying courses to grow and grow and grow. And as I grow, I teach you, right? As I learn something new, I teach you. You want to be like a river flowing, like you're getting information in and then you're helping other people. You're learning something new and then you're helping someone else with the new knowledge that you're providing, right? Possess confidence to serve. So true servant leaders are confident to serve. They initiate service to others. They don't wait, don't wait to serve others and help others, but just help others. Are not position conscious. And they serve out of love. So don't wait, right? Don't procrastinate. The number one thing in this business where people fail is procrastination, right? They they're waiting for something to happen so I can start, right? Don't be that person that is waiting, but take action and then initiate it, right? Like you always said, there's a lot of people that are just always have an excuse after excuse why they haven't gotten started making offers every day, right? Um, and you have to get over that. You have to initiate the action and start. Just start today, right? Today could be the day where I'm gonna make a period today. Today's the day I'm gonna start taking action, making offers every day, and initiate and go, right? And start calling sellers, making offers, right? Servant leaders are not position conscious. They don't care their title, right? Like Jesus, he didn't care. He was God on earth, and he started uh washing people's feet, right? That's like the lowest of the lowest things you can do, right? So I'm here to get down and dirty with you guys and help you, bring you up, right? Serve out of love. Serve out of love, to love other people, right? Like, so when you're talking to the seller, you know, do it through a lens of love. Like, how can I help this? How can I really help this seller, right? Like, knowing our 5 offer system, knowing that you can help the seller no matter if they're upside down, they have no equity, you can still help them. Find a way how you can help the other seller across the line and say, hey, I know maybe the cash offer doesn't work because they owe too much on the mortgage. But hey, Mr. So have you ever considered vacation renting your property, turning into an Airbnb, right? You may be able to make 50% more in rental income. Is that something you would consider, right? So try to, put yourself in their shoes, in their situation, and see like what, I always say, you're like a transaction engineer, like what's the best offer for their situation, right? And that's why we have like a 5 offer system, is because we want to help the seller more. We don't just want to make cash offers, they don't take it, that's it, right? We want to see, hey, we assess the situation. It doesn't matter what they owe. We've done deals where someone was like 100,000 upside down and we still did an Airbnb on it. So it doesn't matter what they owe. What matters is, can you help them? And by helping them, by helping them, you're going to earn a profit, right? By helping them out of their situation. Servant leadership is never mentioned by manipulation or self-promotion. So it's never about self, it's always about the other person. How can I help the other person grow, right? How can I help you grow? So, if you guys have anything that I can help you, that maybe I haven't gone over, like a topic or something, reach out to me and ask me, right? I'm here, basically here to serve, right? Here to serve you, here to give to you. I'm here every week to just give you knowledge, information, and then it's up to you to take the action, right? But I'm here to serve, I'm here to give, and that's my heart with everything I do here every week, right? In the end, the extent of your influence depends on the depth of your concern for others. So don't look at it as how much money I can make in this business. Don't look at it, oh, I'm gonna get, it's all about money. No, it's about how many people can I help this week? How many people can I help this month? How many people? You're looking at people, not money, right? So in this business, it's all about people, right? So if you change your mindset and say, hey, how many people can I help today? Rather than, hey, how many calls I need to make, and how much money can I make at the end of the month, right? Turn it around, shift your mindset and say, how can I help? How many people can I help today, right? And help them out of their situation. Because I'm telling you, a lot of homeowners never heard of a owner finance rent to own offer, never heard maybe they can Airbnb their property and someone can manage it. So there's a lot of homeowners that all they hear is a cash offer, and then a realtor calling them to list their property for sale, right? So those are like most of the people out there, right? So if you're out there, always making rent to own owner financing offers, they're you're most sellers probably haven't heard of that, right? They never even got that offer, right? That's why it's important for leaders to be willing to serve. And you have to be willing, right? You have to be willing to serve others. I have a question for you guys. In what ways can you be a serving leader to others? In what ways can you be a serving leader to others? for me, it's just giving more, right? Like giving more, helping more, serving more. And for you, you gotta find out like, hey, how can I serve others more, right? And in this business, it's all about, again, people, serving people, helping people out of their situations. If you just make it all about the money, you're always gonna fail at that because you're always just concerned about the money. Whereas you're not concerned about the person on the other side that you're helping. So when you change your heart to say, hey, how can I really help this person across the other phone line? And how can I really solve their problem? And then that's when, like we have sellers that we met at their property and we really helped them sell their property and solve their problem. And they turned around and they become investors in our company where they're lending us, they lend us money and then we do rehabs, right? So you never know, that one seller could be an investor that invests millions of dollars into your company to go ahead and do fix and flips or do Airbnbs or rental properties, right? That one seller that's on the other line could be a cash buyer that you develop a relationship with for future deals and they end up buying 20, 30 deals 3-4 years later. We've developed relationships with people where I've done like 50 plus deals with just one person, right? And that was through developing relationships with people, right? So ask yourself, in what ways can you be a servant leader to others? And in this business specifically, while you're on the phone with sellers, is, hey, if you don't know the 5-offer system, learn it so that you can be of more service to the seller. More, if you're just a one-trick pony where you're just offering cash and doing a listing, and you never learn rent to own, owner financing, or the other creative strategies that you can do in this business, you're missing out on a lot of money. B, you're missing out on serving more people that you can help, right? So learn it, right? So we're gonna end here. We'll be back live next week, and I'll follow up with you guys on the calls that I made today. See if we got any offers out the door. Usually we'll leave a message and they'll call the same day or next day or 2 days, and then eventually we'll get an offer out the door. But we're gonna end here. God bless. If you guys have any questions, reach out. If you guys need any help, reach out to us and we can see how we can serve you. God bless.